Alright, welcome back to part 2. In the last video we made this tree and we can go ahead and get rid of our reference, so select the reference and hit X. Now each individual leaf part is its own part. If you want to hold shift and select each one individually and hit Control J, now they're all one individual part. And if we double click up here, rename this as leaves. Now the trunk of the tree, can rename that as well, tree trunk. We used a skin modifier. If we hover over the modifier on the wrench tab here, hit Control A, that will apply the modifier. This is relatively high poly at 1400 triangles.
It's too damn high.
If we want to lower that, go ahead and we can just hide. So tap the leaves, select the leaves and hit H. We'll get that out of the way for now. Tab into edge mode or 2 up here, or 2, keypad 2 or numpad 2. Hold Control and Shift and select all the unnecessary edges. And if you make a mistake, just hit Control Z and then continue selecting. You can do this in batches to be safer. Selected a batch that you want to delete. Hit X and dissolve edges, and that will drastically lower the polygon count of our model. Go ahead and skip forward after I finish this.
This term for a long-handled gardening tool can also mean an immoral pleasure seeker. Ken?
What's a hoe?
No.
Okay, so we effectively cut our poly count in half. You can make yours even simpler than I made mine. Most of this from the leaves. Now we have 2 parts that we need to add texture to. So if we select the tree trunk, come over to the material properties tab, hit new, come to base color and click the little dot there, select image texture and then open, and we will navigate to the folder where we have previously downloaded the Roblox color palette. A link in description. Double click that. If you want to come to the UV editing tab, if you don't have a UV editing tab, you can click plus, general, UV editing. Go to face mode by hitting 3, select all by having your mouse in your viewport and hit A. When you are in edit mode, that will select all faces, and then tap U and unwrap. Now hover your mouse over the UV editing window here, hit A if everything should already be selected, but if not, tap A and then S0, so that is scale 0, and we're going to move to a brown of your choice. I'll try it right there. Now the leaf texture, go ahead and select the leaf mesh, come to texture, and we can just go to this drop down menu and select in material. I'll hit A while you're in the viewport, and then come over here, A again, scale 0, enter. Selected green of you choosing. Select all, G to move. You can also add shading by UV unwrap, so tap U and project from view if you're at a side view. Come down to project from view. I'll scale that down some. Scale Z, and if you could just add some gradient to it. However, we're just going to scale 0, enter. And you are finished. Let's go ahead and export this. Go to File, Export, FBX, hit Export, and we are done. Now we can import this in Studio. Go to View, select your Asset Manager, tap this bulk import box, navigate to the folder where you exported your FBX file. Select your mesh and hit Open, Apply. Now if you select both of these, right click, hit Insert, and you will have your mesh inserted into Studio. Now it's 2 separate parts. If you weren't happy with your colors, you can repaint it in Blender, or go ahead and open up your Explorer, select the mesh individually, and you can delete the texture ID and add your own color of your choosing. Be a dead tree with brown leaves. Here we go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents. And you have a brand new, beautiful tree that easy.